Hello friends, in this lesson we will learn how to paint in time with the history brush. Open this project file. Now friends, up till now we have learned various methods of painting, lots of brush presets using the brush tools etc. I will now show you a different type of painting and believe me, it's amazingly fun. In Photoshop, we can actually paint in time. It is done with this history brush tool. The shortcut for this is Y. This particular tool works with the history panel. Let's bring up our history panel, go to window and history. I hope you are familiar with the history panel. Here at the top is the snapshot of our original image. Let's make some changes to this image like a hue saturation adjustment. Let's press Ctrl U. From this drop down, click on reds because I want to change the color of this sofa. We will change the hue from here. Let's keep it to a warm yellowish kind. I don't want it to be that saturated. I'll reduce the saturation like so. Now you can see that the skin of this girl is also gone pale, like she has got jaundice. But I'm not worried about that. I'm just concerned about the sofa color. I'll make it a bit darker like so. Okay, let's jump back to this history panel. You can see that our original snapshot has been checked on already. If it is not checked on, we can just check it on from here. By checking it on, we are telling the history brush to paint from this particular state. If we have several adjustments, we can select any of those states like so. But for now, I want to select this very first state. Now let's look at these options up here. The first one is a tool preset. By default, there is no tool preset for this brush. This is the brush presets. We can select any, and you are familiar with all these: the blend mode, the opacity, the flow. Let's click here and select a hard round brush and soften it a bit like so. Let's zoom in and start painting on this girl. Now since our original state has been selected, it is painting it to that state. I'm not going to paint her all. I'll hit F12 to revert it to the original state. Let's again make a hue saturation adjustment by pressing Ctrl U. Again select reds from here and make it a bit bluish. I don't want it to be that saturated. Bring it down. Make it a bit lighter. Okay. Now click on this camera to create a new snapshot. Let's again click on this because I want to create another snapshot. Again hue saturation. Again select reds. Choose another color. Say green. Less saturated or darker. That looks nice. Okay. Click on this camera and we have created another snapshot. Now suppose I want to paint this sofa in 3 colors. Remaining on our original snapshot, we need to click another source. Now I can paint anything blue. Let me paint these cushions blue like so. I'm painting very roughly because this is just for the demonstration purpose. You can use any selection tool to make a selection and then paint. I'll paint this cushion also purple like so. Now to clean it up, we can use the original state and clean it up like so. Let me paint this seat of another color. I'll pick another source and paint it green. Again I'm painting very rough. You can make a selection and paint. Clean it up by selecting this source. See, we have made this sofa into three colors without actually using any colors. Cool. That's all for this lesson, friends. See you in the next lesson.